So it is Tuesday, what's today, the 10th, I think it is, the 10th of September, at least the recording of this live video. So listen, ladies and gents, I did a, let me make sure my mic is on. Yeah, I did a live presentation Sunday, I call it Sunday Morning Sweat. And when it was time to actually end the broadcast, I couldn't figure out how to get it to end. And it just kept rolling. I couldn't figure it out on my phone. I couldn't see the stop button on my phone. So the live just kept going, even though I had actually turned the phone off. I'm not even sure how that worked. But anyway, I went ahead and deleted that. And I'm just gonna go over some of the routines I did Sunday. It's for somebody that's just getting started. As I mentioned on the video Sunday, this isn't for building muscle. It's just for tightening, toning, strengthening the body, especially if you're just getting started. And after I always tell people, make sure that you're healthy enough to work out. Check your doctor if you're starting something new. But this is really no impact at all. Shouldn't be a problem. But anyway, you know your body, listen to your body, take care of your body. But I'm also going to include something I actually shared with the group earlier this morning, what I call a towel wave. And I posted on Facebook, and one of the young guys that I know, he asked me, what fire are you putting out or something like that. You know, he and I go back and forth. But people don't realize how challenging the towel wave can be. So oftentimes I'll do routines with towels, things that you probably have around your house. So I'm just going to show you some of the routines I did Sunday. And then we'll use the towel for the towel wave. So basically, we're going to do sitting in your chair. And I'm not, of course, you see I still have a jeans on, so not going to be anything really strenuous. Basically, we're going to do a punch with a knee raise. So as you're punching, you're going to slow. Make sure your hand crosses over your knee. You're not necessarily touching your knee with your fist or anything. You're just going through that motion, that movement of punching at the same time. And you want to make sure you keep your core tight. And you're going to be raising your leg up. So it's basically going to be here, here, here. We're going to do 10 to 20 of those. Now, depending on where you are physically, you may need a pillow or something behind you. But I'm sitting flat against the chair. Now you may need to slide up to the front of the chair if need to, but I'm sitting at the back of the chair, and basically my feet, of course, shoulder width apart, basically gonna go. Again, this is, for somebody that's just getting started, that has minimal movement ability or mobility, shall I say. You want to get something started, something is better than nothing. I tell anybody, something is better than nothing. So I appreciate you for coming in. For those that may be watching later, I appreciate it. Drop a comment in. I think I left the comments on if you have any questions. So again, this is just for somebody just getting started. You're going to feel it. If you continue to do it, you're going to feel it. This is for your core, keeping the core tight, and just getting some kind of exercise. Now, the group that I was on this morning, these are older ladies primarily. There are a few older guys. I'm 58, so a lot of them were even older than me, and they just wanted to lose weight and get some kind of work done. So, you can find stuff to do, and it doesn't have to be very intense. But this is for somebody just getting started. I try to encourage everybody to do something. The person that's doing anything is way better than the person that's talking about doing it. So that's something very simple. You want to do that for, I said 20, 30 seconds. You may count. So, of course, Aiden Macbeth, how you doing, Aiden? I've got a slide over here so I can see. Actually, my phone is here, but I've got it streamed to my TV so I can actually see. So, Aiden, how you doing? So next thing is going to be raising your hands here, and basically lifting. And this is for your core as well. Tighten the core. And if you have the coordination, which I struggle with coordination with some of these. You may want to get some movement in the hands. How you doing, Nefo? Fading his nephew. So this is here. Again, this is for people who are not very active. You know, it may not be much of a challenge for some of you. So like the young man that I was going back and forth with earlier today, he and I go back and forth. He was like, what kind of fire? You're putting out a fire. It's basically movement, guys. You know, I want to encourage people to move. Now the next one, gonna be hands behind your head, and you're gonna cross over by bringing the knee up, but you're not necessarily gonna be trying to touch the knee to the elbow. It's basically, and thanks for coming in, guys, appreciate you. Let me know where you're coming from. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If you need to, take a break. So those are 3 of them right there. Gonna go right back and do another set. And again, just stay tuned where I do this towel wave. And the towel, now I did just post a short. I did a short with the towel wave, and it is great for cardio, some upper body work, your arms, your shoulders, your back, and of course your core if you keep your core tight. So going back to the first routine. And again, if this isn't a challenge for you, then, you know, stand up and do it. But the group that I was with this morning, they were people who are a little less mobile. They have trouble with joint issues and back issues. And I try to encourage people to do something. You know, a lot of the routines I do, some of the routines I'll do a little bit more challenging, but I try to cater to my audience. And I'd love to help, you know, older people realize that, you know, life isn't over. You can actually do something to take care of your body. Next one's gonna be, like I said, raising the hands, same thing. Facts don't change minds. Appreciate your facts don't change minds. Let us know where you're watching from. And as you do these, you're gonna feel it in your core, especially if you concentrate on keeping the core tight. And believe it or not, you know, I'm starting to breathe a little bit heavier. Going at my own pace, getting some work done. Now this one here, oh yeah, I got one more, sorry. Going here, again, you're not trying to touch the knee to the elbow, especially if you're just getting started. Some people are not as flexible as others. But I dare you to give this a try. You'll be surprised that you'll actually get some work out of it. And then once you become a little bit more flexible, you can actually touch the knee to the elbow. I'm not that flexible. So the next one I'm gonna do that I actually missed is the dip. Dip is gonna be for the shoulders and arms, specifically the triceps. Make sure you're in a chair that's sturdy. And there's 2 variations. The first variation is going to, you know, prevent injury, definitely prevent injury. And I will say, as you do this, be cautious because there is a possibility of injuring your shoulders if you don't do it correctly, if your chair slides or something like that. So basically the first one is going to be with the knees bent, and you're just lowering yourself down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then the other one is going to be, now if you notice, I had my legs or my knees bent so they actually lower me down. Next one's gonna be with the legs straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you're doing 2 to 3 sets of those. You'll feel that in your tricep, but also, of course, in your shoulders. And the last two, I'm gonna do one, I didn't mention this, is a bicep curl. Now you imagine a dumbbell or a barbell, and you may not have that around. As I mentioned, this isn't gonna give you big muscles, but it's gonna begin to tighten and tone what you do have. So you take a towel, and you'll pretty much pull the towel tight. And like I said, guys, I'm looking, my phone is here, but I've got it streamed on my TV so I can actually see it. You're gonna take the towel here and squeeze. And as you're doing it, you're pulling out. You're pulling the towel tight. Make sure you pull it tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And believe it or not, you're gonna feel that in your biceps. Now again, imagine that you have a barbell or a dumbbell. You're just pulling that towel tight to simulate a bar, and you're squeezing it. You want to be real slow. 1, down, 2, 3, all the way to 10. 5 to 10 reps, 2 to 3 sets. And here's the last one. And this is a towel wave. I call it a towel wave, a towel flip. It's gonna be great for cardio, your arms, your shoulders, also your core, because you're keeping your core tight. Concentrating on keeping your core tight. So you take the towel, fold it. This is an old towel here, basically, and you're gonna do this here. You're gonna flip the towel, but speed it up and with force. Within 30 seconds. Imagine, again, that may not seem like much, but you do that 20 to 30 seconds, a minute, 2 to 3 sets. Gonna work the cardio, you're gonna get some great cardio, tightening that core, also some upper body work. Ladies and gents, that's it. I hope you all have a blessed and prosperous day. Thanks for coming in. You all have a good one.